it took me ages to set up for this. Like, I don't understand why it took this long. God. But today, we're talking about dysgraphia. Before we begin, though, I do want to say that this is going to be my last neurodivergent video in a while because, this comes out actually a couple days after Heartstopper Season 3 is out. I'm recording it on the 13th of September, though, so got a long way to go before then, 20 days, but I just wanted to make sure I had videos out so I actually have time to write my Heartstopper videos, so yeah, I think that's fair enough. So yeah, this will be the last neurodivergent video for a while. There are other neurodivergencies to talk about, but I'd rather do my Heartstopper content. Sorry, but that's like my special interest, so yeah. So anyway, let's get into it. Okay, to start with, dysgraphia is a neurological disorder and learning disability that concerns impairments in writing expression. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Which affects the ability to write. Okay. Primarily handwritten, but also coherence? Coherence, okay, yeah. It is a specific learning disability, SLD, okay. As well as a transcription disability, meaning that it is a written disorder associated with impaired handwriting, orthographic coding, and finger sequencing, the movement of muscles required to write. Okay, I'm glad that I had an explanation for what that means. Okay, well, yeah, okay, I understand what this is, so I don't actually have this one. Cool. So basically, it's just finding it hard to write. I thought it was something to do with maps for some reason, but no, it's just, you know, finding it hard to, like, write and stuff. Okay, that makes sense. It often overlays with other learning disabilities and neurodevelopmental disorders such as ADHD. That makes sense, really, because I think most neurodivergencies are a package deal, really, at this point. Let's be real. So yeah, I have no trouble believing that comes with ADHD as well. The symptoms to dysgraphia are often overlooked or attributed to the student being lazy. Of course they are. You know what? I'm not even finished and I already just annoyed me. God. Unmotivated, careless, or anxious. The condition may also be dismissed as simply being an expression of attention deficiency, or having delayed visual motor processing. Can we just not stop that, please? Can we stop saying that kids with neurodivergencies are lazy and unmotivated? Like, can we unnormalize that, please? Because that really annoys me. You know, you're just making excuses because you're lazy. You don't want to pass like the rest of us. No, I genuinely am struggling to keep up with people because I have a billion things in my mind because of my neurodivergencies. It's very hard to focus. God, I'm sorry. I got heated, but that's just how angry that things like that make me. The symptoms of dysgraphia can change as one ages. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, autism changes as you age. I mean, look at me. You would be surprised what I was like when I was little. Oh, God. Dysgraphia may cause students emotional trauma, often due to the fact that no one can read their writing. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, to be fair, I also have some emotional trauma from being autistic in school, so I get that. Where was I? Oh, yeah. And they are aware that they are not performing to the same level as their peers. Oh, that hits hard. Emotional problems that may occur alongside dysgraphia include impaired self-esteem, lowered self-efficacy, I don't know what that word says, reduced motivation, poorer social functioning, heightened anxiety, and depression. Okay, yeah. I understand that, 100%. I don't have dysgraphia because I actually can write, pretty well, actually, I would say, because I am a writer. Like, but I totally understand that because, basically everything that was said there, that also happens when you're autistic or have ADHD, which I probably have. So, yeah, I actually do understand that quite a lot, so don't have any problem with that one. They may put in extra efforts in order to have the same achievements as their peers, but often get frustrated because they feel that their hard work does not pay off. Ooh, don't I know that. Dysgraphia is a hard disorder to detect as it does not affect specific age, gender, or intelligence. I mean, yeah, like that's like most neurodivergencies. But yeah, I definitely understand having to try and keep up with people and having to try and put so much effort into things. Because I used to be a perfectionist. I used to have to try and put so much effort into my work, but to me it was never good enough because it was never as good as anyone else's, And even sometimes the teacher said that. So you know what? If you're a teacher that you say that to your student, the main concern in trying to detect dysgraphia is that people hide their disability behind their verbal fluency / comprehension. Masking. And strong syntax. What does that mean? Coding. Oh, syntax coding. Because they are ashamed that they cannot achieve the same goals as their peers. Literally the same point just said that. Having dysgraphia is not related to a lack of cognitive ability, and it is not uncommon in intellectual gifted individuals. But due to dysgraphia, their intellectual abilities are often not identified. This one kind of feels a bit too similar to the last point, so it kind of covered the same things, really, but the part about it, the main concern of not being detected, again, most other neurodivergencies can't really be detected, can they? I guess this one's a bit different, though, because, unlike autism and ADHD, where, you can actually see the acting out of the children, I kind of understand maybe you think that the kids just have bad writing, and then that's, they'll grow out of it, but, yeah, I guess I understand that one. The underlying causes of the disorder are not fully understood, but dysgraphia is known to be a biological-based disorder with genetic and brain bases. There you go, it's inherited. More specifically, it is a working memory problem caused by specific neurodevelopmental, good for me, dysfunctions. In dysgraphia, individuals fail to develop normal connections among different brain regions needed for writing. Okay. So the wires just aren't connected to have their writing skills be good. I get that. Yeah, it's kind of like I keep saying this. I'm sorry. It's like with every other neurodivergency, how you know what to do, but your brain just can't connect and it can't figure it out. So it's harder for you to do it. But eventually you'll get there. Actually, I do want to just go on a little quick tangent. Because I recently followed this account. He's an autistic person, but he actually talks about the bad sides of autism. And you know what? I'm actually so glad about that, because I feel like autism is a bit too romanticized a lot, oh, it's great to be autistic, or, you can do anything, but it's no, we can't. Autism does hold you back, sorry, I just wanted to go on that little tangent there, sorry. People with dysgraphia have difficulty in automatically remembering and mastering the sequence of motor movements required to write letters or numbers. So, is that like that movement? Is that what you mean? I think that's what that means. Dysgraphia is also in part due to underlying problem in orthographic coding. I don't know what that is. Orthographic loop and graph motor output. I don't know what any of those mean. Oh no, wait, it says it. Okay, the movements that result in writing. Okay, so I was right. Okay, literally, I was right. Didn't mean that. By one's hands, fingers, and executive functions involved in letter writing. Okay, I understand that now. So, they find it difficult to actually do the movements to write. So, just say you wrote B and then another B. You'd probably not be able to do that because it might not function in their brain to do that. I get that. The orthographic loop is when... it's explaining what the orthographic loop is. Cool. Is when writing words are stored in the mind's eye, connected through sequential finger movements for motor output through the hand with feedback from the eyes. I think I might know what this means. I'm a bit confused, but I think I know what it means. So when your eyes see the movement, it's trying to send it to your brain, but your brain can't see it. I think that's what it means. That's the simplified version for myself. Okay, that makes sense. I'm glad that I explained what that meant, because I really did not know what that means. Okay, the last point for this video. Family history of specific learning disabilities may play a role. Well, yeah, they're hereditary. Children with developmental dysphasia? I think that's a typo. Development dysgraphia. Oh, and development dyslexia. What's dysphasia then? Is that another neurodivergency I've never heard of? I might have to look into that one. May be more likely to have family members with one of these conditions. Genetic studies suggest that the verbal executive function tasks, orthographic skills, and spelling ability may have a genetic basis. Well, yeah, every neurodivergency, not every neurodivergency, sorry, but most neurodivergencies are caused by genetics, If your family members have them, then you probably have them too, But I say this a lot. But because back in the day, probably before I was born, no one, cared about their children's mental health, because back in that day, it was children should be seen, not heard, and they should get a few light slams now and then. But, obviously no one cared, and then when they struggled in school, it was oh, they're just lazy, I don't care. And then they would get the belt. But It's a lot different now because, you know, parents have actually started to care about their children's mental health because, you know, they don't want to put their children through what they went through. So they're actually getting their kids tested for neurodivergencies, which they probably have, but have no idea because their parents didn't care. So yeah. So that's why there seems to be a big flux in neurodivergent people, but it's not caused by anything, people. That's literally the reason that I just said. Okay? Okay, calm down now. Well, that was my video about dysgraphia, and I learned about a new neurodivergency that I've never heard of, but that's gonna have to wait a while, because let me know if you have dysgraphia in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you really soon. Bye!